You
Now we
never
live.
know. Hey.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Three Who See. I am Pretty Realist.
What's up, everybody? I'm Fool, also known as Unplugged FYM.
Hey, I'm Nakia Dion in the place to be.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to the show, y'all. So tonight we are talking about relationships, heart to heart, because it's hard out here for a pimp. Everybody's saying the dating pool is peed in. And we figured that we would talk about relationships and how they have changed over the course of time because all of us have three different perspectives. I'm actually in a relationship. Nakia is a widow and Fu is on a break. So we wanted to give our perspective, see if maybe we can help some people out there or
Yes.
no.
Or help
So
ourselves.
I mean, let's see. Listen, I'm a millennial, y'all Gen Z, so I'm quite sure that y'all probably see the same stuff that I see as far as relationship goes. So I'm gonna start with a question, and Nakia, I'm gonna go to you first, and then we just popcorn off of each other, okay?
All right.
So, how do you feel? You've been a widow for how long now?
So my husband passed in December of 2021.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Uh, my condolences.
Thank you.
Uh,
I
Sorry
appreciate it.
about that. So, have you continued dating? And when it comes to dating, how are you like navigating through it? Like, how has dating changed compared to when you were single?
Ooh, child. So I did attempt to start dating again for a minute there, but I have probably completely given up, I would say, right now. Because it has changed. It's a completely different dating pool. Like you said, it's pee in the dating pool. I don't want to be out here navigating this dating arena. God would have to drop somebody in front of me with a post-it on his head saying just for you before I would get back into the scene. It's just not good. It's the men are different, the women are different. Um, like my husband was a protector and a provider. He was a country boy, so it was just in him to be a man,
Mm.
and nowadays it feel like I've been pulling men who want to wear my dresses, and that's not good. No, that's not good. That's not good. Mm-mm. I like men. I like you to be able to like lift me up and throw a so catch some fish at the same time while you're building a house. People say, "What does he bring to the table?" I like a man who can build a table. You feel me? So yeah, I think I'm gonna
Ooh,
sit
that's
this one
right.
out. What
Fool,
about
you
you,
want?
Foo?
Yeah. What about you, fool?
Well, um, for me, what's up, Maddie? What's up, Maddie? For me, it's crazy because unfortunately, over the past, I would say maybe 10, 15 years, everything has become transactional. And I think
Mm.
that's a major problem. Whereas if like that's the first, I can understand you having a conversation to see where a person may be financially, but to actually know that there's people out here, I'm gonna say women, who are saying in order for you to get my number, you need to send me a cash app. What the
Mm.
like? Are you serious? It's it's crazy to me because, and I'm gonna give y'all an example of how I got involved with my with the woman that I'm involved with. It's a picture. Y'all probably seen it all over social. It was on Facebook where it was a dude like laying on a girl, and he was like laying on her like this. It was a cartoon. They was like looking at Netflix. And at the time, I had went through a breakup, maybe like 2 months. I had lost my uncle, and I had lost my cousin. And the female I was previously with, I got nothing from her emotionally with me losing those family members. And
Mm.
when I was talking to Danny, I clearly said, we talked for about an hour or two, and I said, all I'm asking from you right now is can you give me this? And she was like, sure. So I went over to her house, and that's all I needed. Like to just release because I know how y'all are. And when you can meet a woman that has that, that to me it means something. And I caught that she had that from the first time that I saw her. She thought I didn't fuck with it at all. at the time I was mad about something. But you can see how a person is. And that, to me, little shit like that matters, especially when you meet somebody who can give that and know why. Because we know how it goes. Everybody don't get it, especially now. Hell, Pretty, she's a millennial. Me and Nakia Gen X, but we still are in this as far as up here. It's no separation. Because I'm letting y'all know, I'm 48. I will not be getting involved with a chick that's 20. I got friends who got kids that's older than you. I'm straight. Nah, I'm good. Y'all
Right.
that shit. It's weird to me for me to do that.
Hey, Rayshawn.
Nah.
And my honey is in the chat. So is my girl. Hey, Maddie. Hey, honey. Well, I've been off the market for 3 years, and I always tell my man that he saved me. I tell him all the time that I manifested him, because like I went from being in a very toxic, abusive relationship for 6 years, and that relationship broke me down. It broke me down, but at the time, I didn't notice that this person was like sucking me dry, like he was an energy vampire. And he was my twin flame. He was my twin. We had the same birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, we had the same birthday. And he was from the same city that I was born in and everything. And we met in Georgia. And I feel like that a lot of the reason, like looking at it now, I think one of the reasons why I stayed with him is, for one, I was totally scared about dating in Atlanta, hearing the things that I used to hear. So I was like, I'm gonna just stick with this. I'm gonna just stick with you. But it was just one of the most toxic relationships that I had been in my adult years. And I ended up escaping from that. It was so bad. I was homeless. I was homeless, and I ended up coming back to my hometown. I got my life together. I did the healing. I dated, but like nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? I really was more so trying to be selfish with my energy, selfish with myself, learning what it means to fall in love with myself, learning that it's so important for me to love myself more. So that way, next time I come in a situation like that, I know for sure that this ain't for me and I deserve better. And I wasn't going to compromise that for anybody. So I learned how to do all of that, and then I ended up being in a poly relationship.
Well, he in the chat and he said you a smooth talker. So is that how y'all got together? You talked that man in this.
Listen,
I actually met him on Facebook dating. I met my man on Facebook dating, and what's crazy is it's a funny story, and I'm gonna be quick with it. I met him while I was already I was into the I was trying what is it? Polyandry. I was trying polyandry.
Oh.
I wanted 2 boyfriends.
Okay.
And I was trying it because like I was like, I'm in this free world. I was like, I'm gonna try the whole poly thing. This is when it was real hot around that time. I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And I met him online, and we talked for a long time before we even met. And we found out we were from the same city. We knew the same people, and we just got along already. Right. And we eventually met. He was well aware of the fact that I was dating somebody else. He acted as if he was cool with it until he met your girl. And then we got to, being around each other, and I liked him so much and he liked me. And then I was like, you know what? I must have called my other boyfriend. I said, hey, what's up? This Shannon. I ain't coming home. Take it easy. Like the scene from Harlem Nights.
I have a question. I need clarity on the poly thing. See, when you said that, I thought the poly thing was that y'all was all together.
No, see
that's why I wanted.
There's different forms of poly.
Okay.
There's polyamorous. Polyamorous is where you're not you're able to deal with certain people. You can deal with whoever you want. You know what I mean? There's no connection as far as being in a relationship. So you're just free to date who you want. And then there's polygamy. Polygamy is when usually the man has multiple women. And then there's polyandry, where the woman has multiple men. I wanted multiple men. I was gonna do the whole poly thing where it was just me, the guy I was dating and his girl, but I really wasn't attracted to her. And I wasn't really sure if I even wanted to be with no female. I tried it before, but I was like, I don't think I want to wake up next to nobody else's titties every day. Like I don't, it's just something about a man, you know what I'm saying? And you
You
know,
know,
Nakia, you know what I'm saying because
I
you
know
did it.
exactly what you said.
Shit. She
I've
said
been there
shit.
too.
Oh,
I've
shit.
been there too.
Oh my
You
God.
just tried it. It was fun. You know, it was a good time. But and I still think that women are beautiful. However, I love my man, and
Exactly.
I think men are just they the shit. You know what I'm saying? I think women are cool too, but it's too much going on with women. Women are toxic. A lot of them are overly emotional. Some of them don't watch their ass property. And
Oh my,
I don't got time for no stanky women who don't do nothing but twerk and eat totties like my boyfriend says.
right.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
good with my man.
Women are a lot. I completely understand when a man is like, women are a trip because women can be a trip. Oh my goodness, you don't know until you try to date
Look,
one.
look what he said. He said heat on your back and meat on your crack.
Oh, no.
It's
Right,
the
exactly.
truth.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't do it.
So
I
yeah,
do think
Nakia, you
women are
dated
beautiful.
women before, right? Or what was that like for you, girl?
Oh, well, it was a time in my life where I was looking for love in all the wrong places, including between breastises, apparently. But yeah, I never really was in a serious relationship with a girl. It was
Same.
mostly just playing tiddlywinks, pretty much with
So
women.
just bumping pocketbooks,
Pretty
basically.
much, pretty much. And and I never really enjoyed that aspect of when a woman considered herself like stalking me because they will. They will. Women can be a whole trip, okay?
Yes.
And so I mean the being in the bed part, there was a time in life where I was really, really hot. And so, and so all of that was cool. Then I am not as hot right now. Matter of fact, let me drink some
Drink some
water. It's
water.
really dry over here in menopause. But at that time, it was fun from
Yeah.
time to time to be and I had relationships where there was both men and women at the same time type relationships because I like you was not the polyandry thing. I wasn't that smart to try to go there. But I was open to polyamorous relationships and I have
Same.
been in a couple of we tried it but it didn't take off type polyamorous situations. Um so yeah, I'm not gonna go back there. I don't think that's where I was supposed to be because, like I
Mhm.
said, nothing ever solidified. It was just a game, pretty much. And so I'm at that age where I'm not for playing games no more. And
Yeah.
like you said, women can be a lot, and I don't have time for a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I'm good. I'm probably just gonna get some plants and a cat or two, and I'm gonna be done. Period. I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
But
That's
I,
right.
when you look at the title about we living in a chaotic world, the last thing that we want is for our partner to bring us down. Like
Yeah.
like to me, having that balance really really matters because
Yeah.
right now, like, don't get it twisted. I think that anybody, if you strong will, you're fine in these times. But if you have somebody with you, it's definitely a benefit and a plus.
Mhm.
And mind you, since I'm the dude that's, might as well say, on a break, whatever the case may be, when she said what she said to me, it forced me to self-reflect of all the mistakes that I made.
Rayshawn said, well, she looked up because I'm like 3 different people. She never know which one she's gonna get. He ain't lying. He
Yeah,
ain't lying at all.
keep it interesting.
Keep it interesting. I
What
still
about
got my
people
edges, so we survived.
Okay.
I
Well,
agree totally with that, fool, because it's like I wear a lot of hats. Like I'm a Libra. Like if you don't know nothing about us, we want to do everything. We want to do everything. Anything that we could put our hands to, our minds to. I'm working here. I got this podcast. I got that part. Like we trying to do. I got a garden I'm trying to start. I got cats. I'm trying to do everything. So it's very important that I'm able to, have a partner that not only will take that load off every once in a while. Of course, I know with certain things that he's not going to do, but on an emotional level, because I am the feminine energy in our home, I need to know that I could go to my man and my man is going to be that masculine energy, not a toxic masculine energy where you're argumentative, you're angry, you shut me out. Like, no, like I need you to sometimes I need to be baby. Sometimes I need to be like, baby, can I get you something? You hungry? Can I get you something to drink? You know what I mean? Like he would do things like, I'm gonna clean the bathtub out for you. You know what I mean? So you could take a hot bath. Or you know what I mean? Like I'll wash the dishes tonight or something like that. So those things matter.
yeah,
Because it takes a little bit off the full plate that I already have. And my plate is definitely full. But then again, because of the balance, my cup runneth over. So you know
amen.
what I mean? I'm grateful that I still have a partner to refill my cup when it does go dry.
Yes, that's important. And I think that's
Mhm.
the problem with most relationships right now is everybody is just looking out for their own cup and not filling each other's cup so
Yeah,
that they'll both run over back into each other.
yeah.
And that's what I said. I'm not out here beating down, the no, I did sign up for Christian Mingle a couple of months ago and it wouldn't let me back in. For some reason, it would I was like, "Oh, I'm signed up, okay," and logged off. And I went back the next day, and it was like, "No, no." So I couldn't even get on Christian Mingle. That told me a lot. But I'm not gonna be out here begging for relationships when I know that I have things that I want to do in life right now. This
Mhm.
podcast, I'm writing a book right now. I got a lot of things on my plate, like you said. And if somebody can't come in and pour into me, then what's the point? And the fact that I'm so busy right now, maybe I don't have enough to pour into somebody else, which is why God hasn't brought somebody into my life
Mhm.
because I wouldn't be good for them at this point. You know, that's
Yeah.
important. But we can't hear you.
That's why I brought that up, because with me and doing that self-reflection, I didn't realize how selfish I was. And I say that because um and Shannon knows this better than anybody. I'm always out there doing what I got to do with my hustling, and I'm in the car. Well, just because you're doing that and you out there going to get what you need to get to survive, you should not neglect the person that you're with. And I literally lost that, and it's a fucked up feeling. And I gotta tell y'all, um, it made me think. I'm not gonna say it made me think. It made me realize I was acting like my father. And what I mean by that is I've seen how my father was always out there gambling, doing what doing what he wants to do and neglecting everything else. And I said, oh shit, I'm acting like my father. Like, if when I say that, hit me hard. So imagine I hurt her. That makes me feel like shit.
Mm.
I feel like my father. I feel like shit. And I'm seeing how she's acting towards me. It makes me worse. And that's why I said I question everything about myself. I
Mm.
never did that shit. I'm talking about low. It was so bad. Y'all can see the brightness. Y'all can see me being me. It was so bad on 2 occasions. I had people say, "Yo, I can see something's wrong." That's not
Mm.
me, because I've never been like that. So I would just say, from a male's perspective, learn how to make sure that you're balancing out what you need to do. And on top of that, at the very least, just fucking ask. But the
Yeah.
flip side that I would say from a man to a woman is, at times we need you to say exactly what it is, and we don't want no fucking hints. We
Ray
don't.
Sean said something real. He said, attract, never chase.
Mhm.
When you go fishing, you don't jump in after the fish, you let them come to you.
Mhm.
He also said balancing your own complicated emotions and trying to maintain that woman gets tricky. And it's the truth, you know. And I'm glad that you spoke about parents. Because what I think that this generation doesn't realize is that we really learn how to love from our parents.
Yep.
Um, by watching them, whether good, bad, or indifferent. I would honestly say I learned a lot about relationships watching my mother,
Yeah.
and it wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? My mom was a single mother of two, and I love her to pieces, but I'm gonna be 100. She put us in a lot of compromising situations. Being so young, she had my brother when she was 16. She had me when she was 19,
Mm.
and at a young age, I saw a lot. A lot of I could honestly say that she eventually got married when I was 9, but even still that was rocky. Wasn't perfect.
Mhm.
Um I saw a lot of stuff that really shaped how I thought a relationship was because I'm the middle child. I just wanted somebody to be there. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to feel love. I just wanted to feel that connection because
Yeah.
I always felt alone as a kid. My brother was older than me. So I always was alone. It was just me and my grandmother. You know what I mean? Um and then my first relationship was it was toxic. That's how I was introduced into love,
Mhm.
was a toxic relationship. Um, Several toxic relationships. Um, Watching abuse. I watched my first body drop to the ground and someone got murdered in front of me when I was a kid because of a relationship
Wow.
with my mother. And I saw so much. I didn't have my dad around me. You know what I mean? My dad wasn't there. And I really didn't have any solid masculine men around me. My granddad, he would come in and out, but he really wasn't solid like that. So honestly, I didn't have a good representation of what a man is or how a man is supposed to treat a woman
Me
or
neither.
how a man is supposed to love me. So I would think that sex was love, or you just saying that I'm pretty was love, or me finding a man who could spend money on me was love. Like I didn't know what love was, and honestly, it wasn't really until I got older, which is honestly why I don't have kids, because I was like, I don't want to have kids with none of these men that I'm with.
Well, that was
I
smart.
was Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was that smart. I had one situation and I didn't keep that baby. And after that, I was super careful. I was like, I want to get married and that's it. I don't want no kids out of wedlock. I don't want no baby daddies. I don't want to be no baby mama. The only thing I want to do right now is focus on my career because I was a rapper. I want to focus on my dreams, and that's what I did.
Mhm.
But it wasn't really honestly until my last heartbreak in 2020 that I learned that, you know what, the only way that I'll be able to attract the right person is to fall in love with myself. And if I
Yeah.
could say that to any woman out there, you got to fall in love with yourself so deep
Yeah.
that you don't let with nobody know. If you break up with somebody, you don't let that shit keep you like blinded for over 24 hours. I try not to let nothing stay in my brain for over 24 hours.
Look at food.
I don't. Look, he said, I got enough for us both. Food.
Look at
I mean,
food. Food
seriously,
going
I
through
tell
right
food
now. It's in
because I
his
told
brain.
him this the other day. I was like, you know what? Like, I look at relationships with people as chapters. You know what I'm saying? That's how I had to do it because I used to have a bad attachment problem. You know what I mean? I did.
Yeah.
I look at relationships like chapters. I look at friendships like chapters. And sometimes everybody ain't gonna go to the end of your story.
Right.
Some people are meant to be put in place. In spiritual world, we call them karmics,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Some people are meant to teach you a lesson
And keep it moving.
and keep it moving.
Hmm.
So that rejection, fool, that you're going through may very well, it may be that lesson
Yeah.
that you might need. You might need to look at some fool.
I'm listening to
Fool.
you.
No, I need eye contact. We doing a podcast.
I'm listening.
Hustle in 20 minutes.
No, this is I'm
Now,
listening to the show.
Yeah, I feel you. And on that parent situation, I have almost become my mother's mirror image in every walk of my relationships
mhm.
in life. For one, I don't know who my daddy is. He could walk in the room right now, and I might be like, "Wow, you look like me," but that's about it. I wouldn't know anything else. I do not know him, and that's a point of contention between me and my mom because she don't even want to talk about it. So I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
I just got a question. If I
Uh huh.
connect to YouTube, is it going to kick me out of here? Because I
I
can't
don't
join
know.
the chat.
Yeah, I can't join the chat either. I
Yes, you
don't know.
can. You can chat.
It
No, it
says we
says
got to
connect to
connect
YouTube,
YouTube.
and I don't want to click it, and then it kicks me out.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all should have an option over the sides where it says comments. Y'all can comment. Everybody, anybody on the panel can comment. I don't know what's going on. It's definitely an option for everybody. That's how y'all
I'm gonna
see me.
wait to the. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna wait to the next one, and just won't do it.
Okay.
I'm
But
doing it right now. It don't look
is
like
it
it's
allow? Is it
yeah.
allowing you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Okay, is it
All right.
allowing me?
Let me see if I. Oh, I think I could post.
And
Okay.
yo, Charles, that just so y'all know, that's stubbornly Sicilian off of TikTok. That's Charles James right there. Y'all can see it.
Yeah, I can talk. I can
Oh,
get
okay.
in. Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, my mom, I love her to pieces. But my mom, when she was about 40, she stopped dating completely. Like she was done because it had been so much mess leading up to that point. I had one man that I considered to be a father figure. They were about to get married. It didn't go all the way. They never got married, but that was the only man in my life that I ever could even look at as a father figure, and it still didn't work out.
Mm.
And my mom had 11 brothers, three sisters, 11 brothers. And sometimes I feel some type of way about the fact that my uncles never stepped in and were father figures in my life. But yeah, I didn't have that. So when it came time to love, like you said, did they buy me stuff? Did they say I was cute? These were the things that were love to me. I really did not stand that men could love until my oldest son cried over a Disney movie when he was 3. I was shocked. I was like, what? You have a heart. You're a man. You're a male. Men they don't love, they don't care. He was 3 years
Mm.
old crying over a Disney movie, and that was the first time it clicked in my mind that men could actually have emotions.
That
That's crazy.
it's funny that you mentioned that because a lot of people, when they look at me, because I'm always stone faced and shit like that, they think that I'm a fucking robot. And I be telling them I'm a human being and you
Because
gotta
you got a resting bitch face.
and you gotta like you really people gotta understand that shit.
Crazy.
And the thing about it is, expect like, mind you, the only breakup that I ever had where my heart was really broken was in high school. Like any other time, you may feel a little hurt, but I was good. This time, and even back then, I didn't cry over her. I was hurt. I was fucked up. But this time, I cried twice, but it wasn't that cry that I needed. Thankfully, and I can be honest with y'all, what got me through this shit was Neville Goddard off of YouTube. That shit, it's an audio that he has that I probably listened to maybe like 5-6 days ago. That shit was like, all right, my man, you good. And then having certain conversations. I do have someone here who's like a father figure. He's been married for 49 years. And I have the ultimate respect for Mr. Level. And to play on what Pretty said and what Nakia said as far as what you see growing up, the crazy thing about it is I never saw a happily married couple growing up. I saw couples.
Me either.
Like I saw couples, and mind you, I'm gonna be real. I didn't learn how to be a man from my father. That uncle that I told you about that died, yeah, I learned a lot from him because I actually act like him, and I didn't realize till after he died, like, oh, should I act just like Kev? But what did I see as far as relationships? That's the whole thing. And what I will say just on me, I don't know how every other dude is that's gonna end up watching this video. It's a big difference between being there when you need me and needing to be there. That like when I tell y'all that hit me like I was like, oh my God, you always say that, you know, I'm there when you need me, and you always there when she needs you, but you weren't there, dummy. And that's why I said, for anybody, male or female, self-reflection is a motherfucker. Because I've had conversations about what's going on. And guess what I didn't do? I didn't blame her. Even when certain things were said, I was like, nah. This is all on me. I have to take responsibility for this shit. But the mistake that I made was having everything so heavy on me. Because that shit broke me. I broke myself down. I'm like, okay, you got to own this shit, but goddamn. And y'all don't understand. Me saying I act like my father. When I said that to certain people, it was like, oh my God, you said what? Because they know I love my father, always will. But to compare myself to him on this level, nah, yo. Wake your monkey ass up.
But because I know some of the situation, the blame is not totally on you. It's also on her because she knew what she was getting into when she met you. Y'all was together for 5 years, fool. And I'm telling you this because I know you're still healing from it. You can't blame just yourself. It is a two-way street in a relationship. It's a team. You're a team. So if she was already aware that you was out here hustling, working these jobs, making this money, she been in your house, she know what you into, she know your movements. The thing is that like what probably should have happened is maybe communication to see how you guys could set time apart. I mean, set time aside so that way you guys could be together because truthfully, we know that right now in this current reality, everybody's trying to get money. People are trying to work. People are trying to hustle. People are trying to grind. As long as you ain't laid up with a wet ass somewhere or next to somebody else with a wet ass, I don't feel as if that should be a problem. I think that it has to come down to communication. Hey, look, let's set this day aside. You got to be willing as a man who's always busy to be like, okay, if I know I'm going to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, let me set Saturday aside. Let me set Sunday aside for my girl. That is the thing. You got to be willing to set time aside because I have to learn how to do that as well, even with me being a content creator and me working a job. Like I'm at home all the time, but if I have to be willing to give my attention to my man at times too, because these phones will break up a relationship. These phones will destroy a relationship faster than somebody honestly cheating on because you got to cheat. You got to lead to cheat.
Yeah.
But these phones, they take away quality time. They take away energy that you could be giving to your significant other. So you just got to learn how to compartmentalize relationships, to compartmentalize time. And I think that even when it comes to as a man, you got to be willing to put time aside to be like, okay, let me do something with my lady. Let me go get her some flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like those things matter. Just putting her first, even in your chaotic world, that stuff matters. So
Yeah.
I just want you to know, and I know you're gonna still say it's me. It ain't always just all you. It's just the fact that like she knew what you was doing. You weren't out here cheating. You wasn't beating on her. You don't do drugs. You don't smoke. You don't drink.
You
I
love
mean, not
her.
that I know of. If you sneaking and geeking on the low, that ain't my business.
Nah,
I know you not. I know you not.
to
But
touch
what
on,
I'm saying is that like we gotta also look at it as women. Our men are not perfect. I don't have a perfect man.
That
I
part.
don't want a perfect man. Perfection is boring. It's boring.
Yes.
But
And
my
we're
man
not
always
perfect.
says something that I'm working on. Grace. We got to learn to give each other grace. God gives us grace every day.
Every day. That's the main thing I would like to say is that with my husband being gone, there are some things that I look back on and I kick myself for because I didn't give him grace. When I can look now and see all the things that he was amazing at doing, I was harping on little things that were
Yeah.
stupid and not giving him grace. And now I miss him. And now I miss the little things that were stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
give each
it's
other grace.
it's
And
amazing.
give yourself grace, bro.
Oh no,
Like
I
give
told you
yourself grace.
now I'm good. It's just you said something that really struck a nerve. I'm thankful for the freedom that I have with what I do, but the issue with that, and also when it comes to relationships, communication obviously is key, but time management is a motherfucker.
It
And
is.
here's the reason why I'm saying this goes so deep for me is the fact that while I'm out here doing what I'm doing, I'll take time out to go to the golf course to practice. I might be there for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, this, that, whatever. Okay, you did that. How much time did you give her?
Or how many times have you taken her to the golf course?
That's what I was
That,
about to
but
say.
see, that's the whole thing too. That was also another issue that I'm not even going to go into. That's what I meant about as far as self-reflection, those are the mistakes that I made. But y'all know how it is. Hindsight is 2020. And of course, I've learned from it or whatever, and I know better now.
Hello.
But now the key is learn how to make sure that your time management is there, and whatever you're doing for yourself, you have to do that plus more for your significant other. Period.
Yeah.
And it's not even a question because your significant other could be saying, "Oh, he could take his ass to the range, but he couldn't even come see me." That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. That's why, she already like me and Pretty talked about it. I'm not there anymore as far as beating myself down, but I know better. And that's the whole thing. Because when you know better, you do motherfucking better. And that's where I'm at now. So it's like, okay, now that I know that, you know what you have to do.
It's
And
really no days off in a relationship. It ain't.
Mm-mm.
It
Nope.
ain't no days off. It's not.
Nope.
It's a job. It's an everyday job.
Ain't it though?
It is.
Job.
And you know what, like I was reading something the other day. Do you know that most relationships don't make it past the 2-year mark? That a relationship that does not, that if you make it past the 2-year mark, 3-year mark,
Mm-hmm.
you're out of that once you get out of that honeymoon phase, shit gets real.
Yes.
Like I was saying to somebody the other day, I was like, I'm definitely team move in before get married. I am. Because you learn who a person is when you live with them. I don't know if I would be able to live with somebody that I do not know. I have to know your habits. I have to know your clean. I have to know if you're a clean person, if you're a junkie person. Uh, like how are you? Like, do you have some habits I don't know about? You know what I'm saying? What like I need to know your moods, when I need to leave you alone, when I need to be around you. Like I need to know a person. So I'm all for the moving in with people because like we're in a different time right now. It's not the 50s, it's not the 60s. Um, yeah, it speeds up the breakup. No, it don't. It don't speed up the breakup because this is
I
why I
don't
feel
know
like
about that. I might have to disagree with you on that one, pretty,
I
because I
mean,
think
it's my own personal opinion.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I just know that I've seen situations where people have like did the whole live apart thing, and then when they move in with a person, they're a completely different person.
yeah,
They really switch up because when you first meet somebody, you're meeting their representative. You're not even
very
meeting
true,
you're not even meeting
very true.
the real person.
Sometimes not always true. Not always.
Depending on the situation.
Most
Yeah,
of the time you meeting a
Yeah,
representative.
yeah.
yes. That's
You
why I don't
mo
really like dating or setting up a date or going online to try to find somebody. I would really, if something is to happen, I want it to be organic. I want it to be because me and my husband were friends. We were
yeah.
already friends. So there was no representative. We knew each other as true people. Nobody was putting on a front when we got together because it was just like obvious that we were supposed to be together by
How long
that
was you
point.
married?
So we got married in '04.
Oh, wow. Y'all was
We
together.
met in '04. We got married in 2012. Let me correct that. We met in '04. We got married in 2012. But we were friends since '04. Like we would get together and play dominoes. We would play spades. We would just hang out with friends. We had mutual friends, and that's how we
Yeah.
met. And we would hang out. So there was never a thing of we were even trying to date. We just one day he came over my house and it was a blizzard like snowstorm outside. And he was coming from the east side and I lived on the west side. And it took him 2 hours to get to my house in the storm. And so when I opened the door, he said, I think I'm in love with you because it just took me 2 hours to get to your house. And I didn't turn around and go back home. And boom, we were together from that point on. So yeah, I don't want to meet somebody's representative. I don't want to have to put on airs and pretend and all of that. I want to be able to be me in a situation. I don't. It just I don't know. It's not. It's not fun dating right now.
Mm-mm.
No.
'Cause I don't like nobody. I don't like nobody. It is nobody like listen, I look, I've been living in this city. I lived in this city for 10 years before I moved to Georgia. And even when I was living here, I couldn't date people from here. Like people, these people, they different. Like I don't know. Like being from Gary, East Chicago, they a little different down here. They are. So meeting him was like, okay, cool. We got mild sauce in our bloodstream. You know what I mean? We grew up around. We both like Mexican food. We know about all of that. So we just know. Like when you meet somebody that's from your region, from your city,
Mhm.
you just know that like y'all just vibe off of certain things. Like I can't. So I be telling him like you ain't got to worry about me cheating on you at all. Like
Don't
I
like
leave you
Lord.
alone. No, because I don't like nobody.
Yeah.
I'm a sapiosexual.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
you like, and I'm a talker. So if you can't keep my attention, I'm not gonna be interested in you. I'm
Right.
not.
Me either.
It's
Me
funny.
either.
It's funny that you said that. Because I did a lift ride the other day, and it was something told me to ask this dude. I thought we was probably around the same age. He might have been a little older, a little younger. And I was like, "Yo, have you ever had to deal with a breakup at this age?" He was like, "Yeah, I went through a divorce." And when I said that, he was like, "Listen, you need to find something that you love and that you're passionate about, and throw your all into it." He was like, "Right now, what you going through?" And I was like, "All right, I just got to start getting back into going and practicing and getting my golf game together." And I got to tell y'all, today was a test for me when I went and played, because usually when I play, I haven't been playing that good because obviously my game has been bad and my mental been fucked up. So my game has been trash. And I said to April, I want to see how it's going to play out today with being focused, like literally just being focused. Of course, I have my moments out there. It's golf, but I played solid today. Besides, and it's golf. You're always going to hit bad shots. But I was like, damn, dude was right. Let me do that. Let me get this shit right and then see how things play out. And whatever is going to happen is going to happen straight up and down.
Yeah.
Because wallowing in sorrow, nah, that's not what it is. And I got to tell you, I sent it to Pretty heard the audio. She listened to that shit. And the kid, I'm gonna send it to you. That shit, when I say he touched on everything, I was like, damn.
Never.
Because when he mentioned love, he talked about you didn't lose it, it's there. Like it's not, you didn't go anywhere. You on the other side of that. Nah, hell, don't do that. But don't.
Focused man is a dangerous man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
just
how I always bounce back from like my little relationships. Like some women, they feel like they need to get underneath another man in order to get over one. I'm
Yeah.
not her. I enjoy my solitude. I will be by myself. I will get snatched. I will do my hair different. I'll pour into me. That's what I
Yeah.
always used to do. Like me and my ex, we would break up, come back, break up. And that's how I knew that he was a karmic. Because when he would be away from me, life would be great.
Yeah.
Things would turn up. I would be like literally the chicken and Massagill commercials, smelling flowers and running on beaches and shit. Like seriously, like it was it, and then he would come back. And because I was not really in that space of like being in love with myself enough to know that I could say no to him, I would let him back and shit would always fall apart. And then I just keep going back. But like that last time, what would save me is I was an artist what would save me is I was an artist. So I was doing my music. I was a rapper around that time. So I'd be in the studio. I was doing my shows. I would, you know what I mean? I was just out here doing my thing. And then like this time, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm 40 now. So I ain't trying to be rocking no mics on the stage. I don't got the same knees to do it.
You're right.
What do you say? You will find the same person in a different body until you hear from that person. Believe me. Yeah,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Um,
Lesson.
I got into my spirituality, and that's really what helped me a lot. Is
Mhm.
I know a lot of people are against spirituality. They think it's demonic. It was everything but that. It was healing. It helped me to do something called shadow work where I was able to face my dark side because we all have one.
Mhm.
We all have a duality within us. We have a yin and a yang. It
Yeah.
helped me to be able to know what that is, but to use it as my strength, to use it as not as a defense mechanism or so, but like to know when to be like, okay, you know what, I don't need to do this. And it made me stronger. Like I don't tolerate shit from nobody. Like my man will tell you, I will cut somebody off real fast. I'll cut a relationship off real fast. I will go cold on somebody real fast. Family, friend, it don't matter. If I feel as if you're taking advantage of me or you're trying to take advantage of my energy or you're flaky, I will literally be like, I'm good. I'm straight. I don't need it. And he'd be like, why you he told me one time, he was like, why you gotta be like that? Because I don't have time. I don't have time to to invite that type of energy in me. I don't need flighty energy. I don't need energy that's inconsistent. I
Right.
don't need energy that I gotta question. Cause then I gotta question you and I gotta see what you about. I don't got time for that shit. Like I don't.
At all. Okay.
I don't.
I don't got that to do. No,
Mm-mm.
thank you. Mm-mm. I shouldn't have to do that.
I'm
I'm
just
not gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
I'm thankful that we having this conversation, hearing it from three different perspectives, because I think people need to hear shit like this because
Yeah.
everybody is not the same. Every person is not. Every relationship ain't no monolith either.
Yeah.
Hell
Because it's
no.
different shit. It's different shit for different people. But the key is it really is finding that balance because I know for me, if I fuck with you, I'm gonna love you for you. It doesn't matter. I'm not. And like I said, I'm this way all the time. Ain't no representative. That shit is not happening. I'm gonna be up. I've been told since I was a kid, yo, you too honest, because I'm always gonna keep it a buck with you. And I love the fact we have text messages now, because that means that when you say I didn't say that, oh yes I did, because it makes it easier, because a lot of times, and we know how it goes, people take things what you say as what they want to hear. No, I said this. It was no hidden agenda. It wasn't no subliminals. This is what I said. And we all three of us know this. Too many people listen to respond instead of listening to fucking learn.
Like waiting, like
they
so I can say what I want to say.
That one word, they ready to pounce on your ass like Simba. No, listen to everything, and then we can move forward. So I would say, especially in relationships, period, please, number one, be honest. Number two, communicate. And me, from my example, make sure your motherfucking time management is correct. Please make sure that it's correct, because if not, crossing those wires and all of that is not going to be good. But what I will say on top of that is, in 2025, if you have somebody that loves you, and if you trust them and they trust you, the last thing you want to do is step out on some shit because you think the grass is greener on the other side. Because it's always been fucked up people out here. I'm not going to deny that. But now is not the time for that, because this spiritual war is definitely serious. And you do not want to be out this motherfucker by yourself. If you got a soldier with you, or if you got a nurturer with you, you don't want to walk away from that shit. You don't.
Rayshawn said it's easy to lose yourself in a relationship. You got to find someone who loves their solitude as much as you do. I don't always want to talk. I go within myself to figure things out. Yeah, and I'm the talker. I want to talk about it. I that's just me. Like, I'd be like, look, we had an argument the other day. I'm like, yo, like, we need to talk about this. Cause you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we'll just have our moment, and then the next day we'll wake up as if nothing happened. And after a while, it gets to the point like, no, we really need to like figure this out so we could better communicate with each other when we're upset or when we have a disagreement. So that way it doesn't turn into a screaming match, or it doesn't turn into something that we say things that we may not be able to take back. If I could give any type of advice, and then I'll let Nakia go. My advice is to always fall in love with yourself, because how you treat you is how other people are going to treat you. Period. And I would say, he said, talk to yourself. I'm gonna talk to you. But yeah, definitely always fall in love with yourself, and just never let a situation like linger to the point to where it makes you stuck, where you feel like you can't eat, you can't sleep, I'm just walking around, I'm moping. Like, that person probably was just a chapter. People are chapters. Everybody ain't meant to stick around, everybody can't go. You got to be willing to know when to close the chapter and go to the next page. And last but not least, fuck bitches, get money.
I'm just playing. That's your advice. Good advice. Good advice.
Word to, the late great Christopher Wallace.
That part.
What if it's your spouse?
Advice,
she said, what if it's your spouse? I would say, Nakia, you should answer that, since you know what I mean. She said, what if it's your spouse?
And what was that question?
I guess as far as like not letting nothing get to you. Is that what you were saying, Rochelle? Like, as far as like not letting a situation affect you to the point to where you can't eat, sleep?
Yeah.
Like, what if it's your spouse?
So my advice will go along with that. It's your spouse. Love them because they're not perfect and you're not perfect either. And when they're gone, you're going to miss everything about them. Not just the good things about them, you're going to miss they fart smell. You're going to miss everything about them. I am
What?
telling you right now, nobody is perfect. And if you have decided to make a life with this person, if you stood before God and said, "This is my person," and they said, "You they person," and y'all said, "In Jesus' name," or whatever y'all believe in, then you have to give that person grace because they have to give you grace too because your farts stink as well. You are not perfect. They are not perfect. But if there was something about them that you loved to begin with, remind yourself of that constantly while you are with them. More than you see the 20% of the things you don't like, because 9 times out of 10, it's an 80-20 situation. It's 80% of that person that is perfect in your sight, that you love, that is amazing. And then there's 20% you wish you could just erase from their whole personality. But love the 20% as
Yeah.
much as you love the 80% because they make a whole person
Mm.
and you're going to miss them when they're gone. That's my advice.
All right
All
now.
right, you guys. And
That
on
was
that
good.
note,
Well,
I see food. Do you see?
Pretty realist. I see. Do you see?
I mean, Nakia, I see. Do you see?
Hey, we the three who see. And we hope everybody who was watching tonight sees as well. And we out.
Thank y'all.
Peace.
We'll see
Make
y'all.
sure you all follow everybody. Everybody, make sure you all drop your social media. You can follow me at Pretty Realist One on IG and on TikTok. Nakia.
And you can follow me on TikTok at Nikia Dion. You can follow me on Instagram at Nikia Dion, Facebook Nikia Dion, and Cash App at $ Nikia Dion.
Don't get the money.
And y'all know with me, everything is unplugged. It's usually unplugged Free Your Mind, but right now it's unplugged FYM everywhere. And we truly want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank
This is
you.
the first show of many. We'll be back next week, Sunday at 9 p.m. And just spread the word. Like, follow us, check us out, blow this page up. Like, seriously.
Please.
And we'll
Thank
see
you
y'all.
so much.
We'll see
Thank you,
y'all.
Rochelle. Thank you,
Thank
Rachel.
you, everybody.
Good night,
She
y'all.
said, "Fool, keep your head up."
Yes, Foo, you got this. Next show, you're going to be like, yep, she right here.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Appreciate y'all. Peace
All right, good night.
out.